Welcome back to Killer Tech. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the Strebito 142-piece precision screwdriver set. So of course you can see it's used, but I wanted to use it for a while before, I gave any type of review. So now's the review. So here's your case. It's quite small actually, and it has a lot in it. It's got a little handle. I mean, this is basically, this is what you need. You can go out on the job with this, and it'll cover like 90% of what you need. It's crazy. I wish I would have bought it sooner, honestly. But I'll get away the review. All right, so unveils. It's beautiful. So you get nice little cleaner for screen. Then this, I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is cheap. I'm never going to use it. But I couldn't have been more wrong. This thing's amazing, and I use it all the time. It's it's magnet, and you can group your screws together, So if you have different sizes, it all just makes everything so much easier. Love it. Okay, here we have, they look like guitar picks, but man, they do the job. Like so many devices nowadays, there's no screws. It comes apart. All right, there we go. So here, flat star bit, just every bit you can think of practically. Like these bits right here, amazing. I used that the other day, was so surprised. I had to take it apart and I was like, oh, I'm never going to find a bit to do that. Lo and behold, it's here. This thing, it'll hardly ever not have what you need. And also, just in case, these are all game bits. And this is one of the downfalls right here. So this was for myself. I wasn't out on a job or anything, but I pulled out my Street Fighter game, wanted to give it a clean. I figured one of these game bits, it ought to work. Like 2.5. Can't remember. That doesn't seem to fit. I'm like, oh, I must be wrong. Must be 3. And then 3 doesn't even fit in the plastic, to even give it a bite. So I'm like, this isn't going to work on this game. It's fine. I mean, I had my old trusty, but I mean, if it's a game bit and you can't even use it on a game. So that's one of my 2 cons. This is a great set. And over here we had the Phillips heads. I mean, it's a beautiful kit. You can't go wrong with this. And then on the end here you get your nice little tools. Here's a suction cup, which is very multi-use on that. And you got this is your multi-tool, which you can use on just about anything. Sky's the limit, use your brain. You'll end up using this a lot, actually. And then you have this large plastic piece that is actually quite awesome. It's very good for bigger things, like bigger units that are popped together with plastic joints. It really does the job, and it's tough, so that's always nice. And here we have pretty much a smaller version of that. It's got a poke, and it's basically like a plastic screwdriver, which is right up my alley. A lot of times that's what you need. You just got to be careful. And it has a pullback, so nice. And here, this thing, I actually remember this saving my butt. I would have had to have taken the power supply out and the hard drive bay. because I forgot to put a screw in. And lo and behold, I stuck this in there and gave it a spin, and you know, worked like a champ. Saved me a lot of time. I mean, just that one time that it helped me was like, it was worth the price of this kit. I mean, anyways, this thing is perfect sized. I know it's just a brush, but it is perfect sized. Like, clean a fan off, you know, any PC fan, you want to clean the wings off and stuff sometimes, make it as new as possible. And video cards, whatever, it just works perfect. Perfect size, love it. You got your, you know, tweezers. I mean, they're tweezers, guys. It's nothing fancy about them. They're actually kind of on the cheap side, to be honest, but they do the job perfect. Because when do you use tweezers? To hold a wire, to hold a screw, to move something out of the way. It's just, it's not, I don't know. I don't use tweezers very often. But when I've needed them, they're there and it worked great. So now we're on to these two guys. I use a lot. A lot of devices don't take screws, they just pop apart, and this is what you need for those type of devices, let me tell you. Even with them, it's difficult sometimes. But just wanted to show you guys this kit. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, before we get to the screwdriver, there's also a demagnetizer and a magnetizer. So that's also neat, and you know, you just turn it in there. So that's pretty cool. This screwdriver, like, it's small, but I like it. I mean, you can shrink it down to that. You know, it's tiny. Or you can really, you know, go big or go home situation. Sometimes you need that length, you know. Very nice. This is rubber. This is hard plastic. This spins. So it does a lot. Very nice. But one downfall. It hasn't really caused any problems, but I feel like it will down the road. The top just pops right off. It's pretty easy too. It's just coming right off of there. That kind of sucks in my book. But it hasn't caused any problems yet. I'm enjoying it. Very nice. I recommend this set, guys. I mean, I think it's like, I think it's $27, $28, something like that. Like, how long have you needed screwdrivers? How long have you been using, you know, like your old school Stanley and Craftsman style screwdrivers? Get yourself a precision set. It's totally worth it. I waited way too long and was using precision sets, but nothing quite this nice. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. And as always, have a tech day.